whole ass, not your half ass. A good evening, and good evening. There you go. Y'all gotta unmute.
How are you?
Hey.
On a Tuesday.
Got the club going up on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Yes, how y'all feeling?
Doing good.
Yeah, I'm good. Waiting for the school year to be over with so I can get some sleep.
How many more days you got?
I think it's like 10 days left, something like that. 10 school days left. We count school days. We don't count weekends.
Right. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 5th graders who graduate. I'm gonna be up in the building yelling y'all names. What up, though? Yep.
You one of them you one of them parents that be yelling from straight from the back?
Yep. Everybody getting claps. I don't care who child it is.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Tonight. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my shares in. Because I be forgetting I have a whole nother page that I can share stuff to. So I'm trying to get my shares in over there real quick.
Right.
So that way I can get focused and be here with y'all fan selves. But in the meantime, in between time, hey y'all. We want to welcome y'all to another dope episode of the Phat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most each and every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on Facebook and on YouTube. And you can catch the aftermath of all of these shows on all of your podcast streaming platforms. So make sure you're catching it. And when you are on your podcast streaming platforms, make sure you leave a comment, leave a review, all of that good stuff. Rate us. We're trying to move up the charts on the Apple and the Googles. Okay.
The Apples and the Googles.
So we're trying to move up the chart. Yes, the Apple and the Googles. We're trying to move up that chart a little bit. So we need y'all to go ahead and leave a review, leave some stars, rate us, all that kind of stuff. And speaking of stars, you can send us stars here on the Phat Girl Chronicles as you are watching. If you rocking with us, you loving what we talking about, loving what we're doing, you can send us some stars. We appreciate each and every one of y'all that decides to send some stars.
Right. We love you for a long time.
And not the stars in the comments. There's like actual stars you can send.
Yeah, actual stars. Like you can send us the stars. Like not the star emoji. Not the emoji.
The star emoji.
I sent the star emoji last week.
Aww.
That's okay though. We take them too. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, it's in the non-profit stars. It's in the non-profit stars.
Non-profit stars.
Yeah.
They sent the stars that the Care Bears send down and stuff. They ain't send the real ones out.
That's too funny.
Hey, Miss Doris.
Hey,
hey, Jerry. Hey, baby mama. So tonight, we only gonna talk about this topic for a little brief period of time. Because I feel like it's such a heavy topic, and I feel like it's hard to really put it into take it from all the way out here and bring it here. So it's a broad topic. People deal with it in a lot of different ways, and they have different conversations about it. But before we do that, right here to my what's this?
That way.
We got Pablo up in his thing, homie from South Carolina.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Pablo, grandma's favorite. You already know. Mr. Mo AKAs in the HBCU. I ain't gonna give you all the list because we got some things to talk about. SMG or SMD. all day, every day.
Yeah, because his intro be 12 minutes and 37 seconds long.
Exactly. So just know I got more AKAs in the HBCU. Pinkies
And
up.
then down here, right there, we got Auntie Shell in the building. Hey, girl.
guys, how y'all doing?
Thank you for joining us on a Tuesday. Look at you hopping out
Right
here.
on a
Hopping out
Tuesday,
here.
sticking my
I'm so
leg
proud
out
of
and
you.
all whatnot.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay. I'm proud of me too.
Like, girl, bye. She like, girl, bye. But no, I am because you have been sticking to the Fridays only. You'll be in the comment section on Tuesday, but you
Right,
stick to
like
the
I'm not even gonna know what to do with myself right now.
yeah.
I'm
You
so used
usually
to
hop on
commenting.
screen only on
Right,
Friday, so that's
right.
what I'm proud of. You stepping out your comfort zone.
Out of my comfort zone.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't
So
see you.
tonight, our conversation. If you have not already paid attention to what it is, tonight's conversation, we are talking about parenting our parents. Okay, parenting our parents, and a lot of people are unaware of how impactful that transition can be. How much work it is, how much shifting it is, how much life altering parenting our parents can be. Unfortunately, I did not have the pleasure of like becoming a caregiver for my parents. I will say that we were caregivers for my father when I was younger, but yeah, when I was little, we were caregivers for my father. He had kidney failure, so he was on dialysis and stuff. So we would always have to help with his at-home care when it came to his dialysis and whatnot. But we didn't have to do like the whole like taking full care of my father. So I know that transitioning from being able to take care of yourself to going to being taken care of can be a bit of a task for most people.
Right.
Because now they gotta follow somebody else's direction, live under somebody else's roof, follow somebody else's rules, wait on somebody else's money. And I think for our elderly, after they have gotten so stuck in their ways, that it's a hard transition. Are either of you two caregivers for your parents or like over their estates or over their whole setup and whatnot?
Not me. My mom is still fairly young. My mom is 72,
Okay.
something like that. So she's still fairly young. However, I had to help her take care of my uncle, which is he was just like a father to me. So somewhat to that degree, yes. And it's not always easy. It wasn't that he was definitely in his right mind and everything. So he was the oldest of my mother's siblings. So
Okay.
he had he was the oldest. So he had the oldest set of mind. Like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. So, and sometimes it got a little bit, difficult, but for the most part, it became difficult to see, a decline in health, and that's something that you need to wrap your mind around all the time, when that happens. But of course, I was there for other family members that declined in health and had to help be the caregiver. So it is taxing. It's hard. It's very hard.
What would you say was the biggest, like outside of him being stuck in his ways, what was the hardest part about being his caregiver?
The hardest part about being his caregiver was actually um, watching him get in a state of mind that he already knew what he wanted to do. Because at some point, they know something is going to happen and they have accepted that, right? But not
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the family members will not. And, when they're at that state of, it is what it is, we could fight as hard as we want to. But if they're determined to be this way or to let nature take its course, there's nothing else, that we can do to stop it. And that's the hardest part. It was the hardest part for me to know that I'm going to have to let go soon. So yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah. Jerry said, yes, it's not easy. My dad got very sick before he died, and myself and mother helped my dad with everything. He was always embarrassed and felt like a burden. I reassured him that we got his back.
Uh-huh.
You said something very, very important, that a lot of people disregard how the elderly feel while they're being taken care of. Like, people
Mm-hmm.
disregard that they may feel embarrassed because they can't do things on their own, because they can't remember stuff, because they can't move like they used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had elderly passengers like getting in my car and they apologize so many times for they taking a little longer to get in the car. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, take your time. I ain't in no hurry. I ain't got nowhere to be, you
Yeah.
know. But um, a lot of times they see younger people as always being in a hurry, always being in a rush. So they always feel like they need to be in a hurry and be in a rush.
Yeah.
When I think in reality, sometimes we need to slow down. We
Mm-hmm.
need to slow down and be mindful of them, be mindful of how they move, how they operate.
Right.
And most of my elderly passengers, they be out here fine, okay?
Yeah.
They be
Yeah.
out here just as jazzy as they want to be. And
Yeah.
a lot of them be, in their right mind. But the biggest thing for them is that, you know, trying to learn new stuff, trying to learn technology and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One of my passengers yesterday, I sat with her and helped her to download Uber and all that other kind of stuff because
Mm-hmm.
her son got her a ride yesterday, and she was like, "I don't want, I need to do this on my own,
Mm-hmm.
cause I ain't finna keep giving him my money, cause he paying for it, but she got to pay him back." And she like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, and nobody, I want to do this on my own."
Right. Right.
So I explained the whole process to her, helped to get it together, but um I think just even in those times and spaces, we need to take a step back to be able to appreciate our elderly people too, because that
Mm-hmm.
wisdom and their knowledge is not as prevalent as it used to be. We don't have a whole lot of elders,
Yeah. Yeah.
80, 90, 100 years old, still in their right
Mm-hmm.
mind. Like, I mean,
Right.
we might, but I don't see too many of them. Let me say that much. I don't see too many.
I
Yeah.
don't want to be 100. I done said this many times.
You don't want to be 100? What you got to check out?
80, 85,
Right?
80,
You got to
85.
check that.
Clip me out. Clip me out at 80, 85. I'm good. I don't want to be 100 though.
That's still very young though.
Yeah. So it's 100, but I'm nah.
I agree.
Mm-mm.
I
I
agree.
done did way too many things. My body ain't gonna make it to 100. It's I'm gonna be in somebody's chair and I'm gonna have some badass great grandkid pushing me around. I'm good.
The funny thing is, it's like the older we get, the more we think that we're not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we just look at the longevity of our parents, our grandparents. They were awfully strong.
Yeah.
They were awfully
Hell
strong, and
yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, like right now, you. 2 weeks ago, I had to go up to the top of some bleachers, and my knee was like,
See what I'm
"What?
saying? See?
What are you doing? And who do you think you are trying to
Mm-hmm.
do that?"
What
Right?
is
So,
happening?
exactly.
Exactly.
So it's
Exactly.
terrible. It's terrible. So to
See?
have to forward think,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still fairly young, but to have to think about one of my kids taking care of me, it's a little bit daunting. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like you still better be nice to these kids at this age.
Shady Pines, Ma. Shady
Yes,
Pines.
they are
Okay.
going to remember. They are going to remember, and some of the elderly people, they think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want you touching them because they don't know if you're going to be doing something wrong to them or not. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So they get set in their ways and stuff like that.
Yep.
Think I'm going to the supermarket. We going to the lake, and I ain't getting out.
Right,
Indeed.
nigga, we finna go to the grocery store. We finna you pulling up to Shady Pines, my nigga. I don't know what to I ain't
Right.
going in. We finna
That's
tussle right
right.
here outside.
Indeed. That's it.
You finna have to make me go in there,
That's it.
okay?
Yeah. So you
But
better
I
be
kind of
good.
want to go to a home though. If
Do
they
you?
So
home.
you can be an old freak.
What?
That's the only. That's why you
But
want to go.
I mean,
You can
like
be an
for
old
real,
ass
don't
freak, and they're
they
chasing
do
old
have
ladies
fun?
with no
They have
teeth in
fun
their
in those
mouth.
homes.
All
They
I'm
have
saying
fun.
is I like checkers.
You
Bingo's
like that?
cool. And if the applesauce is sweet, I'm there. Let's go.
Nigga, this. God get him.
Man.
See, I've already prepped Fuji La. Yeah, I'm like, remember the things that I don't like. Like, don't put me nowhere where they're gonna try to feed me some Salisbury steak.
See what I'm
I don't
saying?
like Salisbury steak.
See, I like
Bruh.
Salisbury steak. See what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
like Salisbury steak. I don't like
I had
applesauce.
motherfucking Salisbury steak since they used to serve them fucking
Give
encore
me that
meals.
cube steak. I don't want none of that.
Taste the more, it's encore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cube steak. Wow, cube steak. That's too chewy. I don't know what's going
isn't
on with
it
What?
you.
though? Don't it?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Terrible, terrible. So I tell them often the food that I don't like. So if y'all have to put me somewhere, make sure they don't serve me none of that food like
Mm-hmm.
that.
That's
It's nasty.
Salisbury steak.
I don't
Nigga,
like
you
it.
unlocked the memory with that. Like,
Salisbury steak is nasty.
literally
Okay.
unlocked the memory with
It.
the Salisbury steak.
And
I
I need
don't like
everybody to be like certified and got their degrees because apparently they hiring people without degrees now and they just keep going.
what? Yes.
So
Yes.
That's wow.
These little CNAs and these little nursing assistants, they're horrible.
mm-hmm.
They're horrible.
There
They,
are a lot
She ain't gonna wipe me good, and I need somebody to gonna wipe me good.
that's
So
what I'm talking about now.
oh my God.
Hike that hind quarter leg up and get there,
yeah,
please.
pick me
Listen.
up. I mean,
Not
hold me up.
not stretch you out
Yeah, hold me up.
like a cat.
Yep.
Whew.
Throw a little
Oh
baby
God.
powder on me too. Make sure I'm all right
Exactly.
down there.
Not the little powder.
Exactly. Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yeah,
Treat me
so those little
nice.
bottles won't get stuck
Treat me
too
nice. Talk
often.
to me nice.
Them little old bottles won't be stuck on
yep.
your thigh.
Mm,
And
yeah.
I need the sit down tub where I ain't gotta sit all the way down. It's a chair right there and it
Just
go.
a
The little
chair in the
chair.
tub.
The
Yep.
chair.
Yep. I need
What, the
one of
water
them.
that go here? Ain't
Yep.
no water. That's too high for me.
See?
Just put it under the breast area. So I.
Put shelter because that's too close to
Yeah.
being drowned.
Mm-hmm. Too
That's
close.
too close to drowning.
I need some
That's
place
too
that can
close.
afford one of those. If they can afford one of those, I'm all right.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of old lady I want to be, but just make sure I'm cute. Like, just make sure my hair stay right. You know what I'm saying?
See,
You the
now
one
you gotta
that's
be
gonna
nice to
have
your
all the
grandkids.
wigs.
Now you gotta be nice to
Huh?
your grandkids because the nurses don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta get a baby up in me. Cause
See?
You the one
I
that's
need
gonna have
somebody
all
to
the
take care of
wigs.
me.
Yep.
Listen.
She'll be wearing all the wigs,
You gonna have all the wigs over there on her dresser.
wearing the church hats when it's not even Sunday, just walking through the
Listen,
place.
I still got some of my mama church hats on
See?
deck. They ready. Okay.
That's what's up, though.
I'm
That's
just
what's
waiting to
up.
get
I'm
to
like,
that
it's
age that it's
Thursday. Don't even worry
appropriate for me
about
to
it.
wear 'em.
It's Thursday.
Don't even worry about it. You gonna have it cocked to the side too, huh?
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Covering one eye, looking like you in Dynasty or something.
That's what's
And
up.
my little kitten heel that is like this big.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all about the kitten heels. I've been saying it for the longest. Just put them
Yep.
things on.
Just like that. So I can put my stockings on and walk into church with my kitten heels and my hat on.
Just make sure you keep them strawberry candies on deck.
Listen,
those things are so nasty.
And the peppermints that taste like perfume. Okay.
But see, I like the peppermints. I'm gonna be the peppermint lady for sure.
I got a bag of those strawberry candies already.
Do you?
Listen,
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
my boss gave them to me.
Oh no. How old is she?
Where do you even find those at these days?
She's not old at all. I just told her one day I liked them. She came to my office and threw them at me like, here you go.
Whoa.
Where do you even find those at these days? Because I don't ever see them at the gas station no more.
Oh, Five Below. I think you can find them at Five Below.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to look the next time I go up in there. But yeah, I just want to be jazzy, like, cause my mom was jazzy, and I feel like my mother's mother. I was little when she passed. I was little. I was like 2, 3 or something like that. So I remember a little bit about her, but not a whole lot.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that's where my mama got it from. Yeah. And then my dad's mom, she was much older as we were growing up. So I don't even remember her like being too jazzy. I remember she had that gown though. You know what I'm saying? That little gown with the little frill, like the little. I remember them though. She kept them on deck.
You know what she was doing.
Listen, now I do. Okay.
Hey.
Back then,
those ones with the snaps in the front. The snaps in the front. Yep. I love those ones.
The snaps in the front. Okay. I need to go give me one.
I'm getting ready.
Yeah,
I got my mom. I got a silk muumuu though. You know, it's silky. It's leopard print.
No. It has to be cotton. Zip up. Gotta be cotton. Gotta be cotton with a little bit of polyester in it. That's all you.
It's that silky shit.
It gotta be 80-20. Okay, that's the ratio. 80-20. If it ain't 80-20, you ain't doing it right.
I know that's right. Shoot. But you gotta have some
little silky. It's a little extra. Right. My mom, I just said my mom was extra. Okay, it was hers.
That's
I got a couple of them. I can't wait to put them things on. Walk around here, and just chilling.
Yep.
Butt naked with a muumuu on. Okay.
Yes. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
But Jerry said, she thinks the hardest part is watching your loved ones, like your parents, not be who they used to be. I look at my dad as a hero, even though he's still my hero. It was hard to see him get weak. Mm-hmm. And then she said she gonna be like her granny, fine as wine. Listen, baby mama, you already fine as wine. Because my baby mama is what? I think she's just turned 45. And she don't look nothing like 45, okay? Out here fine.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say her age, but yeah.
She ain't ashamed of her age.
I understand that, but, I was raised by my mama. I ain't saying nobody's age.
She don't look like it. Her and her daughter look like sisters.
But nah, my old me is gonna be somebody that don't even recognize. I'm gonna have suspenders with the crease in the pants. Like old me gonna be different.
Not the suspenders.
Yep.
Oh, see, I was wrong. She 49.
See, look at that.
She got it fine. 49 and fine. Okay. Hey, Ramita said, "Whoo, Jerry, that's a word." Yeah, because I think one of the biggest things that a lot of people overlook when our friends and family members do become caretakers of their parents or another loved one is how much it takes out of them. Mm-hmm. How much it takes out of them as a person, as their because you see people who become caregivers. You see them decline with their caregivers sometimes. Yeah. Because they have to put in so much time and they still have to work. They have to take care of the finances. They have to make sure that this person is cared for on a regular, consistent basis. And then when that person is going through, whether they at the hospital, the doctor, or they sick, that person is right there through all of it. And we see them decline, especially when they don't have a support system.
Yeah.
When they don't have people to come over to sit with the person, and then it's everything is on the caregiver, the full-time caregiver. Sometimes it's not even a part-time caregiver, and that can suck for that person because I've watched a good friend of mine not necessarily decline, but it has worn on her mental health. It has worn on her mental health because she isn't able to fully give herself what she needs because she is attending to not just one person, but two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my
So
mama.
it becomes so much more than just taking care of this person. No, you're making sure two people have nurses, two people have everything that they need to get or to be as well as possible while they're in your care. And it's a lot. It's a lot to see. And if I was closer, like I tell her all the time, if you need me to come through, if you need me to come pull up on the weekend,
Right.
just say the word. Cause
Yeah.
if I could drive across the country, I can drive up the street. I can drive a couple hours
Yeah.
and be
Right.
there to help you or to just give you a break, just to let you go breathe and do something that's beneficial to you and your mental health so that you can take whatever time you need. But also, I think that's the hard part too, is
Yeah.
relinquishing that responsibility to
Yeah.
somebody else because you're
Yeah.
scared that they're not even going to be able to do exactly what you
I was
need
gonna
them
say
to
that,
do.
like, even if you give them free time, they're still gonna be thinking about their loved ones. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And it's the part that even if you did show up to do extra help, that person may not know you like that. So they may react differently, which is why sometimes the caregiver will basically say no. I knew that was gonna happen. It happens every single time, but I had to put
It did it early tonight.
it did, right?
It
Listen,
did it
that might be
early
my one
tonight.
time. That might be my one time that it happens, but it's for sure gonna happen. But what damn, lost my train of thought.
We always get the helicopter phone. We
We
wait. We
do. I
wait for it.
promise. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. Our audience could bet money on what time it's gonna happen because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I think
um,
Friday, right after we said it, it happened.
exactly, exactly, exactly. But a lot of times, caregivers think of like their parents. Now they become the child, right? It's almost like giving up your child for that few moments. You always have that worry, like I can't leave them for 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes is way too long. Are they going to eat their snack? Are they going to act out? Are they going to
Oh
go to
yeah.
the bathroom on themselves? Are they just act a fool and throw a tantrum?
Yep.
That's always on that caregiver's mind at that particular time. Is nobody that's going to take care of that person better than you can. And it's a mental thing that person has to really bring their head around to be able to accept that type of help. Yeah.
Yep. And I knew it would. I knew it would be a task for her. And I really just was saying, like, hey, look, even if that means you just want me to come up there and sit with you while you do whatever it is you need to do, like
Mm-hmm.
with them, just so you can have some conversation or to break up the monotony of the day because
Yes.
that shit can be hard. I'm certain.
Yeah.
I like hmm,
With,
when my mom got sick,
mm-hmm.
um, we were taking shifts. And I will say that I'm grateful that it's five of us, okay?
Yeah.
I'm grateful that it's five of us because I don't know what I would do if it was just me.
Right.
My mom got sick. we was rotating in and out, throughout the hospital or whatever. But I was working 12-hour days, getting off, going to the hospital, sitting up there till the morning, leaving in the morning, go home, shower, and go to work. So all of that, like even in that time frame, it was a lot. It was a lot to witness. It was a lot to deal with. It was a lot to process. And then the other side of like being a caregiver, or like having to be in the space of like your loved one being in the hospital, life going keep going on. Life is going to keep happening.
Yeah.
And the world around you don't give a damn. Like, honestly, they don't.
Yeah. And that's the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The world
That's
don't
the
give a
hardest
damn.
part.
Like, the world, like, nah, baby. You got 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, most jobs give you 3 days. You got 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me 3 days and watch what happens after the rest of them days.
Right. I mean, and that's the part, because you have to even get past that anger part. Because for me, I was like, how dare the world continue to move?
Mm.
And how dare you expect me to do anything? Don't
Right.
expect me to do nothing. Don't ask me for a damn thing. But they did, right? Because they was like, oh yeah, you're dealing with that, but can you do this? It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Bereavement.
Yeah.
Way more than 3 days. Like, that's just
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro,
I
listen.
was angry.
My mom's funeral was on Saturday, and I was right back at work on Monday, okay?
Mm-mm.
And I took every time I came to work, it took one thing. All right, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Get somebody else to do it, okay?
Exactly.
All right, I'm gone.
Exactly.
Somebody, like, I used to do customer service. They talking too loud. I'm finna go home.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Long as you walk in, they can't say nothing.
I ain't in the mental space to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I hate when people try to act like they understand. Like, even if, I get it. Some people do have an understanding of where you are mentally because, they might have lost their mother or something like that, or a similar relative. But it's like, I hate when people try to sympathize with you, but then try to tell you, okay, but you still. Ma'am, what?
And see, word to the
You
wise
come to work,
all
okay?
of
You do my
America.
job.
Don't.
Because no. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna do it. And I realized that while I was grieving and while I was trying to understand the space that I was in, like, bro, that shit was hard. Yeah. And they wanted me to come to work. I was like,
right.
No. and then I'm like, I don't care if I do live 5 minutes up the street, which I did. I was like, I'm finna drive 5 minutes back home. Cause no.
Facts.
But being a caregiver, or like while you're in the process of like taking care of your loved one or being present for your loved one while they're in the hospital, it becomes a lot. And people still want you to show up, and the world wants you to get right back to who you were, or who, or get back to doing the things as though nothing has changed in your life. And I'm like, are y'all for real with this shit?
Right.
Yep. They are dead serious.
And you be the wrong one, because if you look at them and be like, are you retarded? And I know that's not a nice word to say to the people, but that would be my words. Are you retarded? Yeah. But to finish my thought before the internet so rudely cut me off is, don't tell people that you understand how they feel, because you don't. Mm-hmm. Even if you went through the same similar thing, you don't know how I feel.
Yep.
You don't know that.
Because the circumstances are always different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So don't tell me I understand how you feel. You do not.
And they need to understand the bond for with a black grandmother. Like
Yeah.
my boss, they didn't understand when my grandmother passed. It's like, oh yeah, my grandmother passed too. It was like, nah, like that's
No,
me.
this ain't me, Ma.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Right. Right.
Like I got life
It's
lessons
Big
from this
Mama.
lady.
Okay. My
Yeah,
name is two different things.
Exactly.
I got life lessons from this lady. Like I still have her cane in my house to this day. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I deserve it. Because she beat me the most with it. So
A lot of times, our grandmother is our second mama.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's what we call our big mama.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so grandmother means something totally different to us to some other people.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
And when they go, it's like a huge loss.
Yeah.
Huge loss. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um, Jerry said, even in death, I was the first on the scene for both their deaths, still dealing with PTSD from that. But then she said, yes, we have to realize it's okay to not be okay and then learn and let go and embrace God. I was the same way. Everything irritated me. She was ready to quit. And
Mm-hmm.
then she said, that was me too. I went back to work and everything irritated me. I was ready to quit my job.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean to say I didn't take the time I needed and then I needed then and I'm paying for it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me right now. That's me right now.
Yeah.
When my father passed, I'll tell you about the same story. I literally did a show the very next day, went to work the day after that. Like I didn't take no time at all.
Mm-hmm.
So and yeah, it's still messing with me. I still feel away sometimes. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to Father's Day.
Right. Yeah. I
um,
can understand.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't help that me and him have the same exact name. So when I
Mm-hmm.
go to the cemetery, I'm looking at my grave. I'm like okay, yeah,
Yes. Yeah. I mean, extremely hard, but society will have us thinking that we're grieving too long,
yeah,
like we should be over it or we should be able to move forward. And it's
mm-hmm.
not that easy to do that at all. It's never that easy to do that. And
Hell no,
it
it
could,
ain't.
it could take me 100 years before
Mm-hmm.
I ever get over any type of loss in my family.
Right,
But the direct impact of your parents, that's even deeper.
mm-hmm.
That's even deeper. My mom is still with me. I mean, my dad, he's no longer with me. But I mean, even that, because he was the man that raised me and my sister. Uh, but he never adopted us. So we called him dad all of our lives. But when we got the call, that he was no longer here, we rushed down, to put things in order, called the
Mm-hmm.
rest of the family on his side. But then as soon as the funeral was done that we put together, they called the cops on us for us to leave his premises, to leave the property.
Wow.
So the people that we even thought that we called aunt, uncle, everything else, as soon as he was 5 minutes in the ground, we were no longer family. So
Damn.
yeah. So to deal with the traumatization of that is even more, impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about the fact that I'm grieving, but the audacity that you have to do
Right.
that to me, his daughters, the people that he considered his children, it's like, how do you move forward? You know.
I blow that whole house up.
Cause
Okay,
listen,
listen.
baby.
Oh, I said that out loud. I'm sorry. I want to put. I'm sorry.
You definitely, anybody who know me a little bit knew that I chose the not so good way of doing things.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
That
Okay,
part.
like ain't no way, my guy. You not finna get me escorted up off the property when I had everything under the sun to do with helping this man. Like, nah, baby.
Yes.
And this is what I say on Thursday Night Live. Don't end up in nobody's obituary as a special friend.
Mm-hmm.
I said that shit, and I mean that.
I know that's right.
Don't special friend me. But that's the other part. Like, we kind of talking about something different, but at the same time it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But as we talk about like parenting our parents and like even going into the phase of them transitioning, we see people for who they really are at that point. Shit gets funky. People really show their true self. They show like sometimes people ain't out for shit but money. You know, that's the only thing that they can get from the situation. They not there to support you. They there to be nosy. They there to see how much they can get, what they can get, when they can get it. And it's wild to see how divided families can be after you're no longer taking care of your parent. Now they're transitioning, and now it's a matter of, oh, okay, what can I get? And it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And it was like that happened with my aunt. My aunt was sick, and we were here, and she went into the hospital, and she passed before we made it. So I got up there, you know, started taking care of the arrangements, all that kind of stuff. And I almost had to fight an old lady. Okay. I almost had to fight an old lady that was her friend. And I had to almost fight her simply because, like, I'm grieving. We trying to get stuff together. We trying to figure everything out. And this old lady got the key to my auntie's place and then went in my auntie's house. And I'm like, I'm sitting in there nodding off because I had been up 24 hours, then cried my eyes out, sitting on her couch, and finally decided to nod off, and I hear the door open. So I'm like, the hell? So she like, I just came in here to get my stuff. I'm like, you gonna have to wait, ma'am. You gonna have to wait. Right now ain't the time. You gonna have to wait. I'll let you know when you can come there. You know, when you come get your stuff, I'll let you know.
Stuff, though.
I'm like, I don't even know what's yours, but I'll let you know when you can come get it. You know, She but like, nah, I'm gonna get it now.
Yeah, but if you don't know what's mine, how do I know I'm gonna get my stuff later?
Listen, I was trying to go to sleep. I ain't talking about nothing that was up in there. Okay, I ain't trying to take nothing up out of here, lady. I'm in here trying to get a nod on because my head felt like a mule kicked me in the middle of my eyes. I'm trying to get a nod on. I don't care nothing about none of your shit that's in here. You can come back later.
That part.
After I get up. Okay? You get it after I get up. Now I'm going to get my shit now. Who you talking
really?
to? Who you talking to, old lady? Because now we'll tussle. We will tussle.
Is it?
This not what you want. You know, I'm very mild when it comes to that. Like, I ain't gonna tussle with you. I'm gonna muck the shit out you. I'm gonna push you, but I ain't gonna fight. You know, we gonna scuffle a little bit, but that's about it. But she tried to push past me.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I grabbed her old ass up under her arm and pushed her out the door. Like,
not under the arm, though.
Not gonna do. No, ma'am. Like I said, you can wait.
But I'm curious as to, have you ever seen her before? You saw her before?
I seen her like once or twice. I knew her name, so I knew like of her. But it was just like the whole situation was like she was in there trying to get her stuff, but she was also trying to steal shit. And I'm like, girl, don't nobody want none of these mothball smelling ass clothes? Like it was so like it got so bad. It got so bad that I had to go tell the apartment manager, and then she came up there and was going off on the lady like. She was like, she ain't even been dead 12 hours and you in here already trying to get your stuff. Right. Get out of here. Right. But I'm like, bro, my auntie ain't even like, we ain't even put the little makeup on her face. And y'all in here trying to take her stuff. Yeah. And it was just utterly ridiculous. And it was hurtful because people have no regard for what it is that you're dealing with or what you're going through in those moments. Mm-hmm. Now, if she would have caught me and I wasn't sleepy or tired, I probably would have fucked that old lady up. Because I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt. Yes. And I had to drive from here back home to get there and find out that she passed, because they wouldn't tell us over the phone. If you have to travel to the hospital, they won't tell you that. They'll tell you, like, they'll continue to tell you whatever it was the last thing that they told you, even if you asking for an update. Why? Because they feel as though your state of mind changes if you're traveling to see what's going on with your person. So when I got there, she had already been gone. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting here to hear that. Then I had to deal with a whole bunch of other stuff because the hospital wouldn't give me her keys. They wouldn't give me nothing. They had to wait for all of my siblings to agree that I could be the one to get her keys, her wallet, her stuff, all of that. And I'm dealing with this old lady who want to come in here and take stuff. So to me, it was, if I had not had the amount of self-control that I had, I probably would have hurt that old lady.
See, you saying take stuff? It was an heirloom to her.
Nigga. Them clothes that she got from the Goodwill wasn't no heirloom, okay? I mean, I get it. Like, you wanted your stuff. But at the same time, like, you don't have the right to just walk up in here. You ain't got that.
She got the key.
No, the key was for emergency purposes only.
That was an emergency.
That was an
emergency to her.
No, ma'am. That wasn't no emergency.
Make sure y'all ain't take her stuff.
And I don't even care. Like, I gave her.
She don't know you like that though. She didn't know you like that. I gave her
room to come back. You can come back later. I'm trying to take a nap.
You stupid.
She ain't know you like that though. Just like you ain't know her. So she ain't know what's gonna happen.
I don't give a damn.
In her mind, she leaves, she comes back, the whole place empty.
Yeah, everything will be gone.
Nah, because I'm one person. I ain't moving that fast. Okay? If I could move that fast, baby, my life would be a whole lot better, okay? But I literally was like, you can come back, a little later, about an hour or so, let me get a nap. And, you come in and get your stuff.
Yeah.
She wasn't trying to hear that. And when the part where she became disrespectful was when she tried to blow past me like I'm little.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Yeah, first of all, you tired. That's why. So she's like, oh, okay. She a little sleepy. She a little groggy. Boom. Excuse me.
No. Baby, disrespect will turn on the Tasmanian devil, okay? Mm-hmm. That's a whole different side when it becomes disrespect.
For me too.
Now, I could be respectful. I was even saying, ma'am, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, like my mama raised me to. But you got disrespectful, tried to blow past me and was going to do whatever it is you thought you wanted to do. No, ma'am. We're not going to do that. That's what we ain't going to do.
Right. Absolutely not.
Cause now I'm finna clap your ears together. And then we're gonna be in here tussling. And I ain't trying to go to jail back home tussling because I was tussling with an
You
old
talking
lady.
real crazy, and that old lady dust your socks, and you be sitting on the ground holding your face, and she still walk out there with her stuff.
Who?
Because older people do be strong, though.
Yeah, and they know how to cheat.
Who?
They do be strong.
Oh, I know how to cheat fight. I know how to cheat fight any damn body.
I'm just telling you. The old lady would dust your boots, and you then what? You have a whole other story to tell.
Nothing. Like I said, chitty chitty bang bang. Okay. I would have told her old ass to dance. Dance.
Sitting there like this, calling your brother. Like, we gotta go get this old lady.
Nigga, that'll be the day.
She done kicked in the door.
I will say, it's the old lady that I used to go to church with. And baby, that old lady get like, she could realign your back the kind of hugs that she would give.
Mm-hmm.
And my godmama used to call her Big Shorty.
Mm. How tall was she?
She was little. She had to be like 4 foot something.
Say it.
She was short. Like, I don't even know her height. She was shorter than you. She was shorter than you. I can tell you that much.
Oh,
okay. She was little.
She wasn't 4'12". Okay.
Here she go with that mess.
Okay.
She was small. She was shorter than you. But baby, she had that smoker's voice. You know, one of them, you know.
Those are dangerous women.
See?
They are dangerous. Don't play with them like that.
Bruh, don't play with her, okay?
They don't have nothing to lose when they voice get to that point. They don't have nothing to lose. They ready to scrap with you.
Your whole body felt like you somebody shook you.
Yeah.
I used to be like, God damn. I don't even remember that lady name, but she was sweet as hell.
Aw.
Hey, Deidre. She said, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hey, what it is?
But, yeah, like, I done got all off into that. But it's wild, but it's wild just realizing how people are reckless. Like, they don't even give family, like, my whole point of that was, like, she didn't even give us time to mentally prepare or to gather ourselves so that we can, like, come to the realization that this even happened. Right. But, you know, it was, I want my stuff. I'm like, no.
Right. Because it wasn't time for that. Just like you said, there's many stages that go through caring for, a loved one, a parent, when you have to parent your parent, many, many stages, right? You have to get your mind together like, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to have a new normal, and then as it progresses, you go through many different emotions, day after day, month after month, but when you finally do get to the, the end stage, you still got some more levels to go to, but she went straight to the level of, let me get my stuff. You jump too many levels, ma'am. You
girl,
ahead of your time right now. Go back, go sit down, go relax.
Right. Go relax. Because the other part of it is that I've never had to do arrangements. I had to do the arrangements. I had to be the one to make those decisions and prepare myself to make those decisions. Yeah. Running around, taking care of this, taking care of that. Ma'am, I don't care nothing about this stuff. I don't even care about you.
Exactly.
So, but I have seen it on more than one occasion where families are torn apart simply because somebody wants something that was never theirs to begin with. Yes. It was never yours. I want this from this person. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah, indeed. I think it's real important for people who are parenting their parents to have a great support system, though. Like, that is so important because you, as the caregiver, you trying to hold it together. You trying to hold your life together and that person's life together at the same time.
Absolutely.
So difficult to do. and you try to put a face on, for that person that you're taking care of. All the while, when you take a minute to go back to the bathroom, that's your breakdown moment. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't break down in front of the person, that you're caring for. So it's like you have to have that strong support system.
Or at least strong paperwork, so nobody can say nothing.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
That
Yep.
too. That too.
And
That.
I think that's the other part of it too. Like a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
us don't do that part. A lot of us
Nope.
don't do the preparation work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like I was just saying at the beginning of the show, like I think we're gonna go on a break after this season. But like my mind has been on business, like really taking care of my business because I don't want to be the person that y'all got to put up a motherfucking GoFundMe account for, or no shit like that. Like,
Well, I'm cussing you out. I gotta put a GoFundMe up for you. I tell you that right now. As much as we talk about them niggas, I'm cussing you all the way out.
Shit.
You definitely getting the wings and the steps with the clouds and all that on your picture.
don't
Yes.
wings and steps
Yep.
me.
I gotta do a GoFundMe. That's what we gonna do.
Don't put no clouds in my background. I don't care how much I love the clouds. Don't put that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
You gonna have the
I
gold
mean,
steps and
yeah,
everything.
it's definitely an important topic. It's an
Yeah,
important topic.
we gonna get Damone on here to talk about setting up estates and all that kind of stuff and making sure your paperwork is in order because it's necessary. It's very necessary simply because of those things. Like um, people sitting up here taking advantage of loved ones because ain't nobody got no paperwork. Ain't nobody got no will. Ain't nobody got no living will and testament. Ain't nobody got no like I don't know what it's called, but after you pass, like you got the living will and then you got the actual will or whatever. But like people
Exactly.
don't have none of that prepared.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but even now, one of the important pieces of paperwork for us to have is a durable power of attorney, which is someone who can speak on your behalf. Because when you're out here, like we travel in our cars all the time, without even thinking. But if you don't have that paperwork, and all of a sudden you become enabled to speak, somebody has to speak for you.
I'm glad you
And
said that because in my head I was trying to figure out what that phrase was. I said I was saying bill of sale in my head and everything. I didn't know what else was going on, but yeah.
no, yeah, that health directive in place will help spell out what you want to happen, right? Some
Yep.
people don't want blood at all. They don't want blood given to them, right? But there's other means of making sure that you have the volume in your body so that you don't quickly decline. So you have to spell those things out to the people and tell the person who you give that power to be able to speak for you.
Yep.
You know,
And
so
that
those
cuts
are
out a lot of the
important.
arguments too. You know.
Yes.
Cousin Roger who ain't been there in 10 years, like, that ain't what she wanted. I'm like, nigga, yes,
Exactly.
that's exactly what she wanted.
Exactly. Exactly. And I mean, to that point, if you don't have that paperwork and there's siblings and you all disagree, they got to shuffle you off the court to be able to make that decision.
Yep.
And you may not have that type of time, right? But if we can't agree, then we have to go to court just for me to say what should happen because I'm the oldest.
Yep.
Yeah. So you definitely don't want to be in that position, where you have to depend on someone to speak for you. If you know you want something done or if you know you want something not to be done, it's best to have that paperwork in place to speak for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna be a tree.
you gonna be a tree?
Yep, I'm already there. I'm gonna be a tree. And I need a bench right underneath the tree with my name etched in it, so you can sit, you can have a conversation with me.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I
Yep.
am not mad at it. I am not mad at my uncle. My uncle was intelligent enough to say exactly what he wanted. So we didn't really have to argue about anything. He knew he wanted to be cremated. Um, and he knew he already signed a do not resuscitate order. He said he didn't want anybody pressing on his chest for no reason at all. So
That's not
he,
funny, but it's funny
yes,
because
that's,
black
yes,
people be having their reasons.
Yeah,
yes,
don't be touching
yes,
on me. Yeah.
Black people be
yes,
having their reasons.
yep, yep. He, and I mean,
Don't be pressing on
he's,
my damn chest.
yep, he spelled it all out. And it wasn't a whole bunch of fancy paperwork either. You know what I'm saying? By that time, there are people in the hospital that can do that for
Mm-hmm.
you as well. You know, and so he already wrote that stuff out. You know, so when it came time for that, we had no decision to make whatsoever. Um, and I guess that was the easiest part of it, that we didn't have to decide, you know, what to do. So he had already done that stuff ahead of time. That's something that you do want to talk to your loved ones about ahead of time.
Good Lord willing that I ain't up out of here for quite some time, you know. But I know I feel like the way funerals cost and all that other kind of stuff, just put me in a tree. Put me in that little
Oh,
thing.
That's what he just
I
said.
did.
Yeah, like put me like the little cremation thing. Or even if y'all want to cremate me and put me in them little things that people be wearing, like them little vials or whatever that they make into necklaces, or turn me into a crystal. Like do something. Like
First of all, your relatives live in sketchy neighborhoods. Somebody gonna snatch that chain and run, and they gonna have you somewhere else. You gonna be sitting in a pawn shop for no reason.
be sitting in there.
Yep.
But no, like you know the little thing.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something of that nature, or put me in a tree because y'all know I love plants, so I can
Hmm.
come back like Ivory did on How High.
The cost, but did you know the cost is still, you know the cost is still the same though? Did you know that? Did you
Mhm.
know the cost was still the same to do that? Whether they put you in the box to bury you or whether
Mhm.
they cremated you, it's not that much different.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
No.
cremation is like $2,000. Like,
Yeah.
don't put me in that big ass shiny box. Y'all gotta pay 20,000
And
for.
and then not all the ashes gonna be me. So I don't want y'all burning me up. They
What
just
else is
scoop
it gonna be?
They just scoop up whatever's on there. Like it could be some dude named Frank that got burnt before me.
Uh-uh.
So you
Are
might
you
got Frank.
sure?
I'm
You,
sure they might have Frank in there with you.
that ain't
Okay,
true.
I'm trying to tell you.
What? They
I,
don't they don't give
I
you your own vegetable
nah.
like
They use the same oven.
they used to
Everybody going the same oven.
say.
So it's me and Frank up in that thing.
Yep.
Humping. That's
Mm.
wow.
Right. Oh gosh. I don't want to. I
I
couldn't
want to be
have
a
done
tree.
without that thought. I
Haul
really
me up.
could.
Let the rigor mortis set in. Plant me in the ground. I want to be an
Now
apple
let
tree.
the not ball me up.
Oh my gosh.
Not ball you
I
up.
see.
That's what
I
he
see the
said.
picture.
That's exactly what that fool said.
Yep.
He
Be looking
said
like
that.
this. Ball
Oh,
up. Right here. Boom. Put the feet up in the air. Right
Mm-mm.
the CNA gonna be
now
wiping my
ball
butt.
me
Put my
up
feet up in the air.
though.
Boom. We in there.
Y'all heard in America. Y'all heard what he
Yep.
wanted.
Now ball me up though. Like he said, ball me up.
Yep. Ball me up. Put me.
No,
I
bro,
want to be an
that's
apple tree.
Terrible,
wild.
terrible,
Yeah, apple
terrible.
tree or
I
pecan
feel
tree.
like just put me in the dirt.
But they
I just
do
feel like don't do
it.
all of that extravagant stuff. Take the money that I leave here for y'all and go celebrate the life I lived. Go do
Yeah.
something. Go do something.
That's what I want to. Like,
Yeah,
don't
like
spend all the money on the
don't spend all that
production.
damn money on no funeral. Y'all
Mm.
better
You don't want no Aretha fume?
nah, bruh.
3-4 days.
Nah, bruh.
No.
Y'all know what I looked like before I left.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no
Ooh.
need to put me on display. Don't put no wig on my head. Like, don't have nobody trying to do
Oh,
my
put a wig
makeup.
on my head. You already know what it is. Put the wig on my head, folks.
Don't be trying to have nobody do my makeup, and I'm out here looking like
I would not want to
I'm
come see you with
casket
a wig on
ready.
your head. I want to see you like I remember you. Don't put a wig on your head.
Right, that's what I'm
There you
saying.
go.
But don't do it. Stop.
Go ahead, remember me. Go ahead, remember me right now.
And I'm gonna go.
This was gonna be the casket right here.
I'm
Right
walking
there.
that motherfucker like I'm taking this goddamn.
And I want Stevie Wonder to sing at my funeral because he gonna still be alive because he outlived everybody.
Oh, God. What you want him to sing? Ribbon in the Sky?
Yep.
See,
I see us in the park. That's what he gonna say. And Stevie, you don't see nobody in the park.
That's how you gonna see me right here.
Listen,
and you know
no.
what? If
And
I
I'm
do see
like
you,
I said, I'm
see
gonna
you
walk
laying there with that wig on. I'm gonna lean over and turn it all the way around.
I ain't gonna have no glasses. It's gonna be a wig, some suspenders. I'm gonna be a whole different person.
And your feet gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Like they was on what's that movie? Damn, what's the movie? Where the feet was together at the end of the.
I know exactly the movie. I can't think.
It
of
was
it,
Martin and Whoopi Goldberg and Jada Pinkett.
Yep. Oh my God, what is the name of that movie?
And that man damn feet was like this at the end.
Man, why you do that? Now we'll have to think about that for the rest of the night.
Shit.
What is the name of that movie?
Kingdom Come.
I'm finna find it while we on here talking.
I think that's
Kingdom
it.
Come.
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come. That's it.
Chris rocking on him.
Yes, please. Thank you. Yep. Thank you for saying it out loud. I would have been thinking about that all night.
That's it. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
But that man's feet was tied together at the end. He had on look like ballet shoes.
Boy, I'm about to put a do-rag on this. I'm about to get waves. Y'all better stop playing.
I'm going to name you Uncle Cletus if you do.
There you go. Come on in.
I'm going to go up there and I'm like, I don't know why they put this shit on your head.
And then you're going to snatch it off?
I'm going to snatch it off.
And then Stevie going to stop you because you know he can see. He going to say, hey, what are we doing over here?
Snatch it off and be like, this is what we not going to do.
What you going to tell Stevie? What you going to tell Stevie?
This is what we not going to do.
Right.
You already put my friend in suspenders.
Yep.
And his toes touching.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do this wig. And wear his glasses.
Can't see without glasses.
Listen, I need him to put those sunglasses back on. I liked it better when he wore sunglasses.
Stevie?
Yep.
No, he can see. He tired of playing with y'all.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that.
For his eyes?
Yeah, I don't want to. All my life he had on sunglasses and he need to put them back on now. He just put them back. He need
to cut them last 2 locks off. That's what he need to do.
I know, because
his caregiver tripping. That's who tripping. His caregiver tripping.
Listen, everybody making money off of him for real. Like whoever is doing his hair is getting away with murder.
What's Samoa say? I'll give that man 3 suits. That's it. And for breathing, tell him you look at sharp every day.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Oh man.
Give him a blue one, a black one, and a brown one. That's all he need. He don't need nothing else.
Bro. He don't even need those colors because how he know what color?
How he know?
Right. He don't even know. He don't need those.
Don't have my man out here in the pastel. You don't need no pastel on.
Hey, listen. That's the other thing too. Why do we be dressing people like that we taking care of, like we don't care about them? Mm-hmm. Like some people be out here dressing they people like just any old thing. Nah, put my people out here right, like they been doing.
Yep.
Soon as somebody become their caretaker, now they just want to put them on jogging pants and t-shirts.
Yep.
Which is terrible.
See, that's why I'm trying to be 100. That's all they're gonna have me in.
Thick ass shoes.
And messed up shoes, yes.
Gonna have me in Skechers for no reason.
But on the other hand, I be seeing some old people. Did you say some Skechers?
I said I like Skechers too.
Right, Snoop make them Skechers look good, comfortable. Okay,
I never wore a pair of Skechers in my life. I get a caregiver now. I got Skechers on.
Some Vans.
Now, see, Vans ain't all that comfortable. So, no, don't put them on my feet because I'm going to tussle with you. Because after I done walked around in these all day and my toes hurt, now you finna deal with a disgruntled old lady.
Though. Give me some chucks. You going to put my hands in.
Yeah, you ain't getting those.
It was the slick way she slid that in there. Yeah, no. But I just think when it comes down to like taking care of people or your loved ones as they get older or if they get sick or however you end up becoming a caretaker or a caregiver for your people, that mental health has to be like the top priority for you, because if it's not, this nigga over here calming this thing.
Listen.
Where's the thing?
I don't know. I need to maximize my screen because it look like a poodle. What does it really look like? Is it curly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like an old Jewish lawyer right now.
You do.
You do.
You do.
Or the old black man at church who don't want to let go of his hair, and so he get the toupee and wigs that look like that.
I'm the one. I'm the old black man that still put conch in his head.
He's like George Costanza on Seinfeld had that.
Snatched the wig off and threw it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leo. The mental health issue.
Oh, it should be top priority because he threw me off doing this.
I know he did.
It was a bump. I had to get the bump out.
It should be top priority for the simple fact that you go through so much and you watch closely the transitions that your people are dealing with, and then you are directly affected by those transitions. So as you're dealing with being a caregiver, like that should come along with mental health. Whether you're seeing a therapist, a psychiatrist, like whoever you need to see to be able to talk through those things, that should come along with being a caregiver. That should be at the top of your list. As soon as you know that you're becoming a caregiver, you should be looking for a therapist. Hell, you should be looking for a therapist before then. But if it wasn't a priority then it needs to become a priority when you start taking care of people. Right. Simply because it's like I said, it's a lot of transitioning. It's a lot of things happening at that point in time when you become a caregiver, and it wears on you mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, because you are watching your person transition. You are carrying a lot of the burden for the medical bills or the transportation back and forth to the doctor's office, to the hospital, to all those kind of things. And so it becomes a lot on one person.
Right.
And even when you do have a great support system, it still is a lot. Regardless of the support system, it's still a lot, but it's a lot less heavy, I would like to think, because I can't say that. Because I didn't have, like I said, I haven't had the opportunity to be a caregiver to like my parents or anybody that was in my family. So those different kind of things that you deal with or that you go through or that you have to transition through, it's a lot. So mentally, if you have a good support system, if you are in therapy, if you are taking care of yourself, there is a lot less wear and tear. You know what I'm saying? And then you can literally be okay, not be okay, because I'm trying to make sure I say my words right, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Not that you'll be okay in the transition, but you'll be able to function better while you're a caregiver. You'll know when to step away. You'll know how to self-soothe or cope as you're going through those things. If you're not in therapy and you're just trying to deal with those things without being in therapy, that's like walking on a minefield.
It is
barefoot, and you're not even prepared for what's to come. So, and I'm pretty sure nobody is prepared, but you can be less shocked or have some kind of stability behind you if you're in therapy and things like that, and have a wider set of tools to use as you become a caregiver. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Deidre
Yeah.
said,
That's really important.
she said, I dress my dad nice when we step out and go to his doctor's appointments. He have on sweatsuits, Air Force Ones, and a fresh haircut. Okay. Listen.
Yeah.
And then she said, you absolutely need therapy to be a caregiver. She can testify to that.
Yes. I mean, you do. And I mean, it's important just to have someone else to talk to, right? Because we always lean on our family members, but they're right in the thick of it with us.
With us, yeah.
So sometimes you need that objective person to speak to.
Yeah.
You know, someone who's not so closely related to the concern. But then also I think it's real important to try to maintain some part of normalcy in your life. Like, don't forget to like go out and get coffee. Don't forget to go to happy hour every now and again, just to unwind if you can, right? If you
Yeah.
can.
Listen, that's what I said. Shoot, I ain't taking care of nobody but me, but I'm finna find me a happy hour soon, okay? I
Yes.
probably ain't even finna go in there and drink, but I'm finna find me a happy hour, okay? Because
Mhm.
auntie don't like to be out late.
It's called people watching. That's all.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
watching, drinking a little juice, give me a little fish and
Mhm.
fries or something. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cause and I live right up the street from one of my favorite places, so
Oh, that's good.
yeah. They
Mhm.
probably see me tomorrow. I might slide in there, give me a little $5 house.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
um, Deidre says she hardly has any help with her dad. Oh, Deidre, I'm sorry, baby. Um, yeah, I know that's hard. Just like Jerry said, like she was the one who was the main caregiver for her father as well.
Mhm.
Fujila said, I'm gonna be able to cuddle with my mama and ain't nothing she can do about it. And then she said she gonna blend up all your food. You want some crab mush? Eat your mush. Here,
As
you gotta eat your
long as it's
mush.
something that I like to taste, don't feed. See, and that's important, right? She know exactly what I like to eat. She know I like crabs. Mush it up. I don't care. But you try to feed me some liver, I'm gonna throw that whole plate at you, right? I don't eat liver nuggets. I don't eat cube
You
steak.
gotta eat your mush.
I don't eat
Liver's good. Yeah, that cube steak crazy.
cube
Because when you
steak.
get to a certain age, it's a no go right there.
Nah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty. Mm-mm.
Yep. Put some Old Bay on it.
Mm.
And Deidre said, I definitely need an outlet. I just work and care for my dad. Deidre, girl, slide in my DM.
Yeah.
Even if you just want to talk and just shoot the shit. I love shooting the shit. Like, you can call me, girl.
Mm.
My phone be dry anyway, so yeah. You can call me. My phone be dry as camel's ass. Feel free to call
Oh
me, girl.
man.
Inbox me or
Yeah.
something.
Hopefully the podcast is an outlet for you too.
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope that the stuff we talk about, the different ways that we talk about our experiences, and not just our experiences, but you know how silly we like to be and all that other kind of stuff. I really do hope that it helps somebody, anybody, everybody that tunes in.
Yeah, I
Because
can teach y'all how to keep these curls right.
I'm saying, cause like he is in love with it. He ain't stopped playing with it
he
yet.
right, and he keep
He is
profiling this
in
shit
love with
like
it.
Shout out to my mama. She got me as a gag gift, and she doesn't know her son's silly. So I've been wearing it for 2 years straight. She done messed up.
Oh man.
This is Bruce Lee, DJ Bruce Lee.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's nice.
I got like
I
3
got
Bruce Lee
hair.
shirts.
See? Oh.
I got this one, and then it's one with him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
What the?
And then it's another one like this, but it's in color. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my brother Burl.
Oh, you should see when I put the scarf around, it look like a temptation.
Bro, no, Otis.
He's so ready to go get it though. He was looking just 2
I was
seconds
looking for it.
like, where is it?
Nope,
Yeah, I
don't
saw you.
have it. Yeah. I put it on here. Well,
I'm gonna see where he got them from, and I'll send you a shirt, Fujila. I gotta send y'all. Hey guys, guess what?
What?
I got y'all stuff over here.
The day I'll always remember.
So y'all might be getting some mail soon. Listen.
And that was the day that my daddy died. Oh, I'm sorry, me and Fujila.
I never had a chance to see you. Nothing but bad things about it. So
I swear to goodness gracious, Black people will continue the song.
The mama said the papa was a rolling stone.
Mama just looked me in my eyes and said,
Baby, he laid his hat, was his home.
Temptations forever.
All he left us was alone.
Hey, mama. Why don't nobody know the words though?
I do not.
Nobody know the words.
One person know the words and he did.
Both of them. Fujila, he left both of them alone and alone.
Yep.
Y'all got to pay off the loan that he left.
Yep. Double entendre.
Both of them. But yeah, outside of that, guys, like we hope that as you all are caregivers or whatever it is that you do on your day to day, even if you're not a caregiver, but like you might be a person who lives by yourself or all you do is work and sleep and work and sleep. Like we hope that this is the outlet. We hope that we can help you in some shape, form, or fashion. And you can always reach out if you are in need of specific resources. You can either DM me directly, like I always respond to inboxes, or DMs on Instagram if you follow on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You can follow me directly, or you can follow the Phat Girl Chronicles on Instagram. But if you are also tuning in from Facebook, you can DM or instant message me. Or you can send us an email at thephatgirlchronicles@gmail.com or the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast@gmail.com. Either way that you reach out to us, we will get back to you. We will try to assist in whatever way possible. If you need therapy resources, if you need assistance with just being able to function on a day-to-day, like mental health is important. Like this is our last mental health awareness show of the month. This is not our last one of the year, but this is our last one of mental health awareness month. And we want everybody to know and understand that your mental health is important.
Absolutely.
It's just as important as you having that insurance policy, all that other kind of stuff. Like your mental health is important because it's going to help us get through them days when it's hard, when it's not hard. And it's going to help us to refocus and to be able to celebrate our wins, celebrate everything that we are here doing, the way that we are conquering even the smallest of things that is thrown in front of us, because this shit can be a lot on a regular basis. Absolutely. Like nobody told us that adulting would be this hard.
Right.
You know. Like we saw some of the hardships, but nobody told us it would be that hard for us. So in the midst of taking care of everything that you take care of, taking care of everyone that you take care of, make sure you take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually in whatever way that is that you have to take care of yourself. And also don't be afraid to reach out to those that are around you. You know who you can and cannot reach out to. Right. You know who will show up. You know who won't. You know who will be there. You know who won't. So take your mental health, or take the time either tonight or leading up to this weekend to assess yourself, check in with yourself, make sure you're good, make sure, and be honest with yourself about how you feel mentally, how you feel physically, how you feel spiritually. And most of us know where we stand financially, but also check in there, check in emotionally, because a lot of us overlook so many of our feelings and all that other kind of stuff for the sake of not looking weak, for the sake of not being seen as someone who cannot handle their shit.
Right.
But sometimes, and sometimes it happens often, that the load gets a little too heavy, the load gets a little too burdensome, and trying to handle every aspect of that burden or of that load can be too much.
Mm-hmm.
Make use of your friends, the people that love you, the people that care about you, your therapist if you have one. If you don't and you need some resources, again, use the information that we gave you, whether that's inboxing me, DMing the Phat Girl Chronicles page, or sending us an email. We are always available. We have those resources at our fingertips. Pablo has resources in his area. I have resources in my area, but also I have resources that are nationwide available to you all. And soon, and very soon, we'll have more information on ways that you can get discounted services. So we'll be putting that out here as well, for mental health awareness, so you guys can really, really, really tap into yourself, get to know yourself, love on yourself, and be greater. Not later though, sooner than later. So yeah, that's my little mental health spiel, because it's important. I've been in therapy for 3 years consistently since the pandemic. I was in therapy before then, but consistently 3 years since the pandemic, and it has helped tremendously for me to figure out myself, learn a lot about myself. So it's okay. Therapy ain't just for rich white people no more, okay?
Nope,
Nope.
not at all.
It
I'm a
never was
therapist.
just for rich white people,
No.
but the world made us
And
think
there
it
isn't a
was.
stigma on it anymore. It's just
Yeah, and it ain't because you crazy.
right, that part.
Well, I'm
You
crazy,
just,
but ain't cause you
I
crazy.
mean, I said it ain't just
No, okay.
Right.
because you crazy.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
if you
you
need your
might be
hair
crazy.
did, just hit me up. Styles by Pablo. I got you. Don't even worry about 25% off discount. Put in the word curls. I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Yes. Them
Please don't.
curls 50.
There you go. See?
Please
Curls
don't.
50.
Don't
You get
encourage
that
Curls
people to
discount.
chill.
50. Oh my goodness.
Styles by Pablo. I got you. Instant message me.
Don't do that. But yeah, if y'all had anything, y'all can have it. Y'all got anything else to say?
Yeah, no, to piggyback on that, we talked about it, I think, an episode or two back about self-care. Just remember the self-care, Remember to do those bath bombs and body oils and all the other stuff. What did we talk? We talked about that when Friday? Maybe it was Friday. I think it was
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah.
Is it this
So
right?
yeah, I think it was. I think it was Friday. We was talking about the body massage candles or
Oh yeah. That was Friday.
the bubble bath situation, or
Mm-hmm.
just even taking a moment to like sip your favorite herbal tea or smoke some herbs. Whatever.
Okay, and it ain't necessarily got to be tweezed, because it's other herbs you can roll up that'll get you a little
Ooh,
mellow.
ooh,
Okay,
yes.
you
Yeah,
know,
so definitely take care of yourself.
and like Michelle said, like that self care is important. Mental
Very.
health is a part of self care. So
Yep.
Yeah, very much so. I'll be playing on here, but y'all can hit me up on Instagram, the Jester's Lighthouse. It's a safe haven for people who dealing with mental health. We have discussions inside the posts. I post something pretty much daily. Got a book of the month, help you get your mental health up too as well. You can go on caregivers.com for that. I don't get no money for it. I just put it out there because it's helped me out do my struggles. So, but yeah, man, we here. Mental health is serious. Cause look at me.
I swear, like I was waiting to see if all of that was serious because of the way that wig was kind
Yep.
of moving to the side and you was kind of in the camera like that. So
Yeah.
okay.
So but who would have known if you told 10-year-old Pablo that 40-something-year-old Pablo be wearing a curly wig and talking about mental health? You never know how your life takes you. But we here.
Boy, hey mouth.
Hey, Mal.
Yeah. So that matter of fact, since I got asked the question last week, I'm gonna ask y'all this week. Pablo,
What up, though?
what would you tell 25-year-old Pablo?
Oh, Jesus.
If you could. And y'all in the comments, what would you tell your 25-year-old self?
25-year-old Pablo.
Mm.
And if you're not that old, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Oh no. She ain't worth it. She ain't worth it.
Don't save her. She'll whatever
Yeah.
you say.
Go back to school now. Don't wait another 6 years. Go back to school now. Get it over with. And swallow your pride. Swallow your pride. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I was very proud back then. So
Back then.
swallow your pride, and all kinfolk ain't your kinfolk. So that's it. That's all I'll tell them.
Okay, Michelle, what about you?
Ooh. I would tell my 25-year-old self that you're more in control than you think you are. Don't worry about what other people think because their opinion really does not matter. You're the shit. Don't listen to other people. And keep going because you have great things ahead of you. Those would be my 4 things.
Mouth said he would tell his 25-year-old self, don't focus on being a male stripper.
That's what you would tell. But you probably had the body roll. You probably had the body roll down pat back then.
Yeah. Natasha said 25-year-old self, loving yourself may be hard, but it's worth it in the long run and pay off them damn credit cards. Fuji Law said I would tell 25-year-old me, stand up. And Deidre said I would tell my 25-year-old self, take a chill pill. I was a firecracker at 25 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that I would tell 25-year-old 25-year-old Tiffany, because she wasn't even Leo then, okay? I would tell 25-year-old me, similar to what Natasha said, like, learn what you need to learn about your finances sooner than later. And I would tell 25-year-old me, save some money, girl, because at that time I was in a relationship, and at that time I honestly thought we was gonna be married and all that kind of stuff. So, prepare for your future. That's what I would tell me. Prepare for your future, and start jumping out the water sooner.
Mm-hmm.
It took a lot for me to jump out, and I started when I was in my late 20s, but I really didn't start jumping and leaping into all of the stuff that I wanted to do until after my mom passed. So like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was what kicked me in the ass to do my shit. because you ain't even promised. You ain't got time.
Yeah.
We always say we got time, but we don't know that.
You don't.
So that was what kicked me in the ass to make me start moving differently. It's still some shit I'm learning because a lot of my life shit that I started learning, I didn't learn until after 30 years old. Because of how I was like in a relationship and all that other kind of stuff during that time frame. Yeah, a lot of the things that we should know at 30 and 35 and almost 40, I didn't learn them until after 30. So, because I didn't have no need for them shits before 30.
Right.
I was out here well kept, okay? So I ain't had no need for none of that stuff. So, yeah, handle your business, sis. Like Fuji Law said, stand up. The mouse said, honestly, I would tell me you don't have to get married to be a good parent. Ooh, that's
a
good.
bar. That's a bar.
Indeed,
that's good. And then Fuji Law said, Michelle, you would tell her you finna have a bomb ass daughter.
That's what I would tell her. Okay.
Natasha said, 18-year-old self, it's okay to not know what you want to do in life. Just be authentically you throughout it all. Facts, okay?
18-year-old Pablo, go to Yale. Don't sell yourself short. And it's okay to stay in your mama's house. She's not kicking you out. It's okay.
Ooh, 18-year-old Leo, I would have told her, girl, get out here and see the world, okay? Go to college. Go away to college and go see the world. I would have definitely told her that. Now, I had some bomb experiences staying home. But I feel like my life would have been more like old girl from Grownish if I would have went off to school. I live vicariously through that show when I do watch it. That's the one thing. That's the if it's anything I could say that I regret in this life, that's it. I regret not going away to college. Outside of that, I regret nothing. Everything I've done in this life led me to this point and being who I am. And sometimes we gotta take the long way because we be hard headed.
That part.
So sometimes we gotta take the long way, and other times, we gonna walk right down that path that's meant for us to walk down. Either way, we gonna get to the destiny that's meant for us. So we gotta stop being hard headed though. We be trying to go through a window and God didn't already open the door. Okay. The door already unlocked and open.
Yeah.
But we be trying to crawl through the damn window. Get out the window. Okay.
I already got your hind quarter and halfway through.
Lift it up, okay? Lift me up.
Yep.
Be looking for somebody to help you get through the window. And God be like, no, nigga, because I open the door.
Push my booty.
Right. Be reaching back there trying to push yourself in the window. Get your own self in there. Because I done told you. Get out the boat. Right. It's out that window.
Yep.
But so this is it. Then we gonna go. We might be done a little early. But this is the last thing. If somebody can tell me, and you can email it, you can DM it, you can send it however you can send it. But if somebody can tell me what was the name of my very first podcast, my very first. So I've talked about it on here. It's on my Facebook page. If you could tell me my very first podcast, and it wasn't even called a podcast, so you can't go search podcast on my page because guess what's gonna come up? Phat Girl Chronicles. But if somebody could tell me the name of my first ever show, I'm gonna send you on a trip, and you get to choose where you want to go from my list.
Am I included in that?
Right.
Anybody.
Oh, Nick. I done been on 3 interviews with you. I done heard you said it 3 times.
All right, we're gonna see. You can send it to me, Instagram, DM, or you can email me and tell me what the name of my first show was. Before the Phat Girl Chronicles, before that was a business. It was a business, but it's no longer. The Style Den, before Luscious Looks.
Mm-hmm.
Got to tell me what my first podcast radio show was. If you could tell me that, I'm going to send you on a trip and you get to choose where you go. And then number 2. So I'm giving away 2 trips. You don't get the first one, you get the second one.
Número 2.
Yes. If you don't get the first one, you could try for the second one. The second one. If you could tell me what's our anniversary? What's the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast anniversary day? If you could tell me that, then I'm going to send you on a trip. You get to choose wherever you want to go. So you got to tell me the name of my first show, and you got to tell me our anniversary day for the podcast, for the Phat Girl Chronicles. Those are the 2 things. And we're going to send you on a trip. We're going to send you up out of here. And then Deidre said, yes, I wish 18-year-old me would have went away to college as well. I realized that recently while watching All American Homecoming on Netflix, I would have been Simone.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't seen the Homecoming one. I need to go watch it.
It's really good.
Yeah, watch the
I'm going to go watch it.
Yeah.
I ain't even seen the rest of All American because I heard, what's his name, got took up out of here. And the only reason I know that is because people be spoiling shit on Facebook.
They don't.
Sorry if I ruined that for somebody. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's the name. Like, I don't know what took place.
They're so quick to want to tell you.
They like kids that tell the other kid what they got for Christmas. They be so excited they ruin it for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it a little early. Auntie tired, and that's one of the reasons why I've been up since 4:30 this morning. And I gotta get up early again tomorrow.
Yeah, and I gotta wrap my head, so yeah.
Man.
You gonna put some mane tail on it and then the wrap ball.
You already know what it is.
Put the thing around it, all of the bow circle.
Not with the little Velcro wrap.
I'm not there looking like Pamela Haynes at 2 o'clock in the morning.
For real though.
Not the Velcro wrap.
You have sisters. You have sisters?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nah, he been watching too much TV. But again, before we go, if you guys need any resources, send us an email, the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast at gmail.com or the Phat Girl Chronicles at gmail.com. You can reach us there. I'm gonna put the wrong one up there. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and all social media platforms, including Twitter. TikTok is at PGC Podcast. You can follow us, like, share, comment, all that kind of stuff. And make sure you share us with your people. If you enjoy watching us, if you enjoy what we do here, make sure you share with your people, have them subscribe to the channel and all of that good stuff. Again, if you are looking for resources for mental health awareness or anything like that, please do not hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. Or again, you can email the Phat Girl Chronicles or the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast at gmail.com. We will get back to you as soon as possible once we see what it is that you are looking for and give you all the information once we do the research necessary. Outside of that, we appreciate you. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and getting all this good stuff during Mental Health Awareness Month. We appreciate y'all to the fullest. We hope that during this month we were able to assist somebody with seeing something differently, whether it was from PGC or if it was from PGC After Dark. We hope that you learned something, understood something differently, changed your perspective on something, or gained further insight on some things. But we up out of this thing. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all to the fullest. And we just want to say thank y'all for being here. Okay? Y'all know what I say. Whatever you do for the rest of the week or the rest of the evening, don't do it with your half-ass. Do it with your whole ass, y'all. We about this thing. We appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to check us out next week and on Tuesday and on Friday.
Keep your curl tight. Keep your curl tight.
All right, y'all. We out.
Peace out.
You gotta do it with your whole ass, not your half ass.